everybody. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas. It is 5:53 in the morning on August 12th, 2021. And yeah, man, this year is going by fast. My daughter's starting school today, so I've got to walk her down the hallway. Good morning, Randy. And yeah, so let's get started here. I do this every single morning, and sometimes I feel a little more burnt out than others. The past couple days, I've felt a little kind of burnt out, but I've woken up and done it anyway. It's part of a discipline, is to do something every single day, even if you don't want to do it. I never regret doing this after, but sometimes it's really hard to drag my butt downstairs and do this stuff early in the morning when all I want to do is sleep in. But this consistency is key in anything you do in life, and when you just show up, a lot of times the value is immediately added. So yeah. Yeah, sometimes people ask how somebody with very little skill can succeed and do well. Well, it's because they just show up. That's all you got to do. It's all you got to do sometimes. And yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And I think over time, my knowledge in this space is growing and growing and growing. So, I may not have the innate talent for a lot of this stuff, but yeah, if you just keep poking at it, something will happen. So I do this show every day, and I don't do it for profit or to try to, bum money from you guys. And I'm not shilling anything, and that's just what it is. All right. And I'm not trying to teach anything either. So this is you guys figuring this stuff out with me. All right. So that being said, let's go over here to the CoinGecko. I had the bed index up here. I wanted to talk about something like this. I made a mistake, and I wanted to show you guys this mistake I made, so to help you guys to not make the same mistake I made. Because I bought bed index, and I bought it under the wrong contract. And it's a super easy mistake that can be done. And the guys in the Bankless DAO, they all helped me out immediately, and they jumped on it and helped me figure out what I did and what was wrong. And yeah, that's the beauty about being in this space is you have to kind of buddy up with people. You can't really go in this crypto space alone. You can for a little while you're learning, but it's best to buddy up with people and start to ally with people that you kind of trust in a way, in a weird sort of way over the internet, in a very anonymous sort of way, but you still end up seeing the same people, just like I see Randy here pretty much almost every morning and stuff like that. Like I know that Randy's a human being, and not some bot or scammer out to try to get something, and so you got to stick with people that you see regularly and that you can kind of learn to trust on in this space, because the cryptocurrency space is a wild space. It's a new space, and the rules haven't quite yet been formed. So, yes, find those people, stick with them. All right. So anyway, so let's go to the main page here of CoinGecko. Okay, so Bitcoin still sitting around 45,371. It's found a little spot to pull up a chair and sit down, and that's quite all right, and have a banana. And got Ethereum at $3,150.02. So it's also kind of pulling up a chair and sitting down here for a second, taking a breather. Binance Coin 391.12. I don't really follow too much of Binance because it's a centralized exchange, and I like the decentralized stuff and the privacy stuff. But hey, man, to each their own, right? Cardano, they're still on my shite list. I have tried to reach out to anybody and everybody regarding how to unbundle an NFT from a wallet address in order to be able to transact with my Cardano. But in the meantime, now I have like 1,000 Cardano stuck in Atomic Wallet. Atomic Wallet won't help me out. None of the other wallets will help me out. I've reached out to the community that made the NFT, the Cardano Buzz community. Nobody there is really helping me out. All they did was ping Atomic. I've reached out to IOHK and Cardano itself. Nobody there is helping me out. So the Cardano community is offering little to zero help. And yeah, just yeah, I wanted to have so much faith in Cardano as I have gone along here, and I have by delegating and going along and making a video about Cardano and stuff like that. But I can't do it anymore, man. I'm sorry. Until this gets resolved, and just like this bed index thing, the community immediately jumped to it and helped me figure this stuff out, but nobody's even given me a second glance in the Cardano community. So I don't know. I hate to be negative, but yeah. I won't be adding any more to that bag. That's all I gotta say. XRP $1. Dogecoin 27 cents. USDC is 99 cents. That's a stablecoin. Polkadot 21.25. Uniswap 28.92. Solana 41.63. Bitcoin Cash 623.39, up 13.5%. Good for Bitcoin Cash. Wow. Litecoin 171.65, kind of staying kind of right, pretty level, except up 20% in the past 7 days. That's good. Cardano 25.62. Not Cardano. Chainlink. You see, it's still stuck in my head. It's living rent free in my head. Polygon $1.40, up 33.3%. And then we'll skip over ICP token. Theta Network, $7, 15.3% up in the past 7 days. I think Theta Network will be doing some big moves pretty soon. I know I say it a lot because I have a lot of faith in Theta Network. Aave has been doing very well. 406.15, up 19.7%. I'm a big fan of Aave, and I hold some of those tokens, and I have them staked on the network. Let's see, Cosmos at 1470. The graph, 85 cents, up 27.9%. Been blowing and going. So I'm waiting for a good little dip in there so I can get my foot in the door. Let's see, Crypto.com coin up 14.2%. I do have some of that staked on their DeFi app. Let's see what else we got here. Quant Network is kind of hitting a slump, 152.20, and I think that slump has to do with the CCIP, the cross something. It's basically Chainlink's overledger. The Quant has what's called an overledger that allows interoperability. Cross-chain interoperability protocol is what Chainlink's is called. Quant is overledger that allows different blockchains to communicate to each other. And it's kind of an overlayer protocol that allows for interoperability. And then Chainlink's is called CCIP, Cross-Chain Interoperability Protocol. A lot of people are comparing them both. I mean, I think they're both great spaces to be in, but then it comes down to maybe ideology about what type of project do you want to support? One that deals with worldwide bankers, or Chainlink, which is not necessarily a blockchain. I mean, that also is dealing with world. I don't know. Either way, you're kind of supporting the big guy in this one. But okay. Anyway, so let's go on down. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to take a look. Let's take a look at Zilliqa real quick. Zilliqa is at 10 cents. All right, good for Zilliqa. I keep on wanting to have faith in Zilliqa. When I had an issue with Zilliqa, that team was right on top of it. When they had a question, even the founder of Zilliqa Protocol messaged me and was like, "Hey man," and it wasn't a scammer. And he's like, "I'm doing an update," and yeah, basically gave me a little bit of confidence in the project. So yeah, as opposed to above, and what I was just moaning about with Cardano, Zilliqa was right on top of it when I had an issue and let me know that there is going to be a fix. So at least that. So I love Zilliqa. I'm rooting for it. Unfortunately, I think Zilliqa is kind of an underdog in what's going on in a very niche function, the sharding function, and that is being developed and added to by a lot of other projects right now. So I don't know. We'll see where Zilliqa goes. It's just not. They're building Ethereum. They've built Ethereum bridges so Ethereum developers can work well with Zilliqa. So who knows? So. All right, so let's move on over here to the bed index real quick. I have a lot of stuff I want to cover today, and I'm actually pretty focused. So bed index over here. Okay, so this is bed index. It is basically an tokenized index fund that is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the DeFi, which is a bundle of a bunch of different DeFi projects all wrapped in one, and it tracks the price of all these, and this is a tokenized version of that, and you can buy that, and it's a very safe way for people to invest in the BED index. Let's see here. Index co-op. Oh, I actually had that up already. So right here, indexcoop.com. This is the BED index right here. Allocations, wrapped Ethereum, wrapped Bitcoin, and the DPI. And the DPI is made up of a bunch of DeFi blue chips, and you can track. It tracks all that, and obviously all that has been doing very well. And it's a great way for new people to jump into the space who don't really want to jump into something particularly hardcore volatile, but they still want to participate in the DeFi space. And I would recommend this, not financial advice and all that, but to anybody who wants to jump into the space in a safe way. So this is the BED index, and I should have bought through this website. I did not. Notice over here on CoinGecko, this little contract address right here, ending in 7DC6. Click to copy. This is pretty safe to copy. If you want to go buy something on Uniswap or whatever, and it's not available on there, all you have to do is just click the contract address. If you want to add something to your MetaMask, click this contract address and add the token. And it'll generally, if it's on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, it'll be the correct contract address. If you're getting a contract address from something other than that, like somebody's website, be a little wary. I was kind of multitasking. I was in a rush. The people in the Bankless DAO were like, well, we all need to support the BED index. Let's get this launched and everything because it is a Bankless DAO project. And, I was hurrying up wanting to support it, and I just I can't remember how I got to this page, but I got to this page here called token sets. Now, let me get this page refreshed. I think I might have Googled it or whatever. I can't remember. But I got to token sets, and let's see here. BED index. And let's get this pulled up. No set. All right. So somehow, all right. Let me get back to this conversation. I went into Discord. Hold on. We go to the Bankless DAO Discord. Okay. And then let me go down here to the BED index. And where is it? There's a lot of stuff here in the Bankless DAO going on, a lot of projects. The BED index is one of these projects. And here, they helped me out, and I explained it, and they immediately jumped on. They said it's the second time I've seen it. It's just a simple thing as far as removing the contract. There's half a dozen copycats on token sets because I guess anyone. Let me see here. Okay, because anyone can create a set on token sets. So anybody can create an index on token sets. As long as they can sell back and aren't losing their principal, they don't have much of a case. Okay, so anyway, my problem that I brought up here is I need help. My BED token address shows this contract address, this is the one that was on token sets, and not the published token address, which is on CoinGecko, which was the one I just showed you. I thought I bought one BED token to help out with the launch of BED. How did I end up with this weird token address and no actual BED under the correct contract in my wallet? I bought through the index co-op, so I thought I did. I ended up buying it through that token set site somehow. Did the BED index change contract address? And I bought it when it launched, and I haven't looked at it since, which is true. And then they said, I'm not in the house right now. I'll look into it, and I hope it gets resolved. And I said, the weird thing is my Zerion wallet picked it up as BED, and it did. My Zerion wallet did pick it up, but MetaMask was not picking up that contract address. The Zerion wallet was showing a price of $198 versus $147. I was like, I'll take it, but it seems that I'm unable to cash it in. And then they immediately, above average Joe, there's, I can probably help. Let's hop on a call. And I couldn't right then, but I did end up getting this. And then I showed them this contract address, and then he found it, and he's like, oh, well, it's part of this token sets. The contract is associated with token sets, which is a copycat, not genuine bed. Sell it back, then repurchase it from the site you linked above. And I said, oh, wow, I wonder how that's got things crossed up. They said, yep, we got to remove, Airbear says, we got to remove that impersonator contract. And he said, it's the second time I've seen it. I think it's just a simple thing. There's a half a dozen copycats on token sets because anyone can create a set. And I said, well, it's not totally harmless with the gas fees the way they are. I'll need to pay $185 in gas to get it sold right at this moment. Fortunately, I only bought one bed index token, but I'm going to have to pay like $185 in gas just to sell it. So I said, oh, well, live and learn. Yeah, so that's how that happened. And the contract address, I guess I just kind of Googled the token sets bed index, and I got the token sets website. So let's see here. Let's go to it. Above Average Joe provided a link to it and showed me. And if I can get this to pull up. What's up, Atile Luno? Nice to see you. Continue to transact. Yes. Okay. That's making me. I was on the Matic network. Hold on. I got to switch over to the Ethereum network. Oh, lordy. Lordy. Hold on. Let me get over to the Ethereum network. Okay. Switch this account. Switch network. Okay. Ethereum mainnet. All right. Well, for some reason, this bed index is not popping up on here. Maybe it will now. Let's see here. Anyway, it popped up on here as this token address is, well, you can't see it on your screen. Here it is. It's popping up. And I didn't think any different because a lot of times when people are launching projects, they might use some kind of third-party software solution to get something done. And that's what I assumed the people in the why can't I think right now? The Bankless DAO. In the bed index and the Bankless DAO we're doing is I thought that they were using a third party called Token Sets to create that. So I didn't even think twice about it. And I bought one bed index through this. And look, it shows Wrapped Ethereum, DeFi Pulse Index, and Wrapped BTC. So always create and check the contract address and, and make sure that you check this contract address, and make sure it's the correct one. Cross-reference it with CoinGecko. Check with people in Discord and stuff like that before you buy it. So that's what that happened, and I ended up trying to sell it. As you can see here on Etherscan, Etherscan's great. Here's the contract address on Etherscan for what I had, because I went into my wallet and into my Xerion, and I pulled it up and I found the contract address, and then I went to Etherscan and looked at the contract address right here, and then I saw max total supply 6.5 bed. There's only 6.5 of these bed in the supply. That's kind of that's a red flag, when something only has 6.5 bed and there's only 5 holders. Yeah, that's not a good thing. And that's when my stomach kind of sank. I was just like, this is not good. I own one bed. This is, the value is 0. This is not good, so. And I tried to sell it through token sets, which is fine. And it was letting me sell it, fortunately, but the gas price is so high. I'm going to try to wait till Sunday evening to try to sell that when gas should be a little lower, and maybe it'll be worth it. I spent I think $96 at the time, which is not bad, and now it's at $198, but I would still only walk away with $44 right now if the gas price the way they are. So that sucks. So anyway, here is the correct bed index token address, and you can see all this transactions that happened here on Etherscan. Yeah, this is the correct contract address. Yeah, so there you have it, folks. Live and learn, right? This is the crypto space. This is the wild, wild land of crypto. And it's why you got to buddy up with people and find people that you trust. Find the regular people that you know. And that's why I'm glad that I'm part of this Bankless DAO. That they see my name, they see I'm in trouble, they immediately come to jump to help, and vice versa. I would do the same, and the same with any of you people here that listen to this show. If you have any questions, you can trust me to ask you. I'm not going to ask you for your private keys. Yeah, so just let me know, and I will research for you and try to approach things from another angle that you may not be researching as well, and we can all team together and try to resolve any issues that you may run into. So feel free to hit me up on Twitter and DM me if you ever run into something like this that you can't explain. I will use my resources to try to help, and then vice versa. I would love to be able to ask you guys if I have any type of questions as well. So that's what it's about, and why we all need to circle our wagons and stick together as we traverse in this very crazy space. Okay, so another thing, I have 10 minutes left, 9 minutes left. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this other project that I've been reading about lately, and I've seen it around, and it's called Ravencoin. Let's see here. Let me go to Ravencoin. Ravencoin.org right here. Ta-da! And I've seen it around, and I see it on my mining software. I use T-Rex for my actual mining software, but then I use 2 miners for the pool. And I'm just about to cash out on this on 0.05 Ethereum. It drops automatically into my wallet right here. I've been mining Ethereum. I'm going to start mining Ravencoin because it's gotten too long and hard and laborious between these token drops into my wallet for Ethereum. So let's go back over here, and Ravencoin seems pretty cool, and I've seen it on here. I was like, okay, so it gives me the option to mine Ethereum, Ravencoin, Ethereum Classic, Monero, Firo, Zercoin. These are all the pools that I can mine for. The T-Rex mining software will allow me to mine a lot of these, plus some, including Zilliqa as well. And I have mined a little bit of Zilliqa. But Ravencoin right here seems to be a really good one. And on CoinGecko, I saw this last night. RVN. Is that the ticker? Yeah, Ravencoin. And I noticed it jumped up by 111%. And I was like, what the hell? It's down 9.9% this morning. But, I saw it up 111%. And I was just like, that's crazy, because I've seen Ravencoin through 2 miners over here, and I've considered mining it, but I didn't really know what it was. And you only have so much time to sit here and look into a lot of this crap, So I did look into it, and I started reading about it. I was like, this is really cool, because right now with NFTs all the rage and tokenized assets, really being implemented all across Ethereum and some other blockchains trying to do that. Well, Ravencoin, since 2017, has been trying to do this on UTXO blockchains. And if you don't know what UTXO blockchains are, that's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Dash, Bitcoin Cash, Zilliqa, Pirate Chain, all these things, Litecoin. All these things are UTXO blockchains, and it's done with proof of work mining, and that's unspent transaction output type of blockchains. And Ethereum is not a UTXO blockchain. Ethereum is account based, but a UTXO blockchain just kind of acts like cash, unspent transaction outputs. You give somebody a 20 and they give you, and you want to spend $5, they give you back a 10 and a 5, instead of this account-based structure where you have 20 in your account, and to spend $5, you're just debited $5, and then it's written on that ledger. So that the 2 different ways of approaching it. UTXO and proof of work, a lot of people like it better than proof of stake, because they say it is truly democratic and decentralized, and that anybody can just run the miner. And there are ways to mine this that doesn't include all the severe hash power and the ASIC mining and all the equipment costs that have been built up through Bitcoin style. Well, Ravencoin does this, and you can just mine it with your GPUs. So anyway, Raven's a peer-to-peer blockchain handling the efficient creation and transfer of assets from one party to another. The thing is Bitcoin is great, but it never allowed really the ease of tokenized assets and the messaging function on there, and NFTs. There's just, in smart contracts can't really be built on top of Bitcoin. Well, Ravencoin is the same style of Bitcoin. It's a fork from Bitcoin, but it does allow all that stuff. So it allows not really smart contracts, but it allows tokenization of assets and transfer of assets at the protocol level instead of having to write on top of it as a smart contract like you have to do on Ethereum. So it simplifies it. Ravencoin is a protocol based on a fork of the Bitcoin code, which adds features specifically focused on allowing tokens to be issued on the Ravencoin blockchain. These tokens can have whatever properties the issue of the token decides, so they can be limited in quantity, named and issued as securities or as collectibles. You may make your own security token within minutes and have it trade worldwide. So representing a share of a project, a gold bar, silver coins, physical euros, land deeds, DC Comics presents number 26, energy credits, electricity, wood, gas, oil, wind, virtual goods, tickets to an event such as a Baltimore Ravens game, and the ability to resell without worry of duplicates being made. You know what? A little random factoid is I didn't know that Edgar Allan Poe, the author of The Raven and acclaimed horror writer back in, I guess, 1800s or something, and he's from Baltimore. And hence the Baltimore Ravens, named after a piece of literature. I didn't know that. So anyway, just a little random thing for you. A license to allow an activity, an access token to use a service, in-game currency items transferable to other gamers outside of the game platform. So transferable NFTs, from one game to another. That's been a huge thing lately, and it's all being done pretty much on Ethereum, and other blockchains like Arc blockchain is trying to do this. Physical and digital assets representing real-world custodied physical or digital asset. Security tokens, stocks or shares of a company, where the shares are represented by a token rather than a physical stock certificate. This is being done right now with NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain. You have several projects that are trying to do this. And then I talked about the ERC 998, which allows nested attributes within an NFT, such as you have a naked Avagachi, but then you can put clothes on it, sunglasses, all type of accessories, and those are the ERC 998 tokens underneath that, which are nested in that ERC 721 token. Well, you wouldn't have to mess around with all those different tokens here, because this is doing the same thing at a protocol level instead of on the smart contract level. And then credits, gift cards, airline miles, reward points. And what makes Ravencoin different from Bitcoin? Block reward of 5,000 Raven instead of 50 Bitcoin. So that's a lot of Raven tokens there, but it's worth only a fraction of it. Block time of 1 minute instead of 10. Total token supply of 21 billion instead of 21 million. A new mining algorithm, Cowpow, which allows for more decentralized mining, an addition of asset and sub-asset issuance, transfer unique assets and rewards, and future addition of messaging and voting. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a teaser on that, because tomorrow I'm going to go a little more in depth on Ravencoin. Last night I sat up and I read the white paper on it, and let's see here. Right here's the white paper, and I highlighted, took plenty of notes. There's a lot of stuff I want to cover with the Ravencoin, because it is really interesting. It uses the op return that Komodo uses in their blockchain for their security, for their delayed proof of work process that uses the op return script. It even goes back to 1998 with Waydai and B-Money. You can go down a rabbit hole through the NakamotoInstitute.org and learn the origins of so much of this stuff and things that have gone on. And I love going to the Nakamoto Institute and just poking around and seeing what I can find and reading the actual stuff written by all these early legends such as Waydai and Nick Szabo and stuff like that. Yeah, that's where I got this. Up here I have the white paper, the Bitcoin white paper. I got it from the Nakamoto Institute. So, yeah. All right. So that being said, I ran out of time. I only had 9 minutes to try to talk about Ravencoin, and I can't do it justice to do that. So tomorrow, that will be a huge chunk of tomorrow's episode as I gather more and more detail and information. I just want to dedicate tomorrow's episode completely about Ravencoin because it is a really, really cool project in light. I would never normally have thought that much about Ravencoin, except right now with everything that's been going on with the NFTs, with wax.io, with this whole transferable interoperability, gaming interoperability, transferable NFTs, with things being tokenized on the blockchain through NFTs, stock portfolios being tokenized as an NFT. I mean, there's so much going on with NFTs, and Raven has been doing this through proof of work mining on a UTXO blockchain. Probably, I mean, the cost to do transfers back and forth on a Ravencoin is probably so much less than Ethereum, and you can do it privately. It's there's so much stuff. I don't know. I'm going on. I've run out of time. I need to get to work. And I need to get my daughter ready. I'm going to take her to school today and be late for work. So family first, right? All right. Anyway, that being said, I hope you guys have a good day. I wanted to show you, I definitely didn't want to pass up what happened with the BED index and using the wrong contracts and stuff, but watch out for the imposters. Stick together as a crypto community. Find those people you trust and that you see regularly on here. You may not need to know them in real life, but it's okay. We're all on here online together and we see each other. I see you guys see me, and we know that we're humans and not bots and not some scammers on the other side of the world. So try to help each other out. Don't subscribe to all this tribalism and everything that's going on here. And all this Twitter hate sometimes that you see. Twitter is a double-edged sword. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow with a full episode completely about Ravencoin. All right. Bye.